Welcome to TradeDayBA.com. This is John's Reporters for the 5th of November, and well, we're not that far off the open. I've been trying to get my charts back together, and well, currently we can see that we're continuing. I mean, we've got the cyan under red, steel above, could dip below, but we're still in beautiful rising shakeout. Again, this is the same thing we were talking about before. They're rising azure along with the gold until they get closer to the meeting point. You're going to continue in the path that we're traveling, and in this case, it's upward. So, looks pretty good. NASDAQ, likewise, almost identical configurations. No objections whatsoever. The euro, having hit that top peak point, even with the cyan rising a little bit over here, you've got a complete reset of the steel, so it's likely to be a modest one. We had a positive extreme from before that it's filled back in. Nothing too dramatic, but there's just, back and forth with the whole Brit elections and EU. This is going to continue to go on indefinitely, but their goal is to really keep that above the, well, they won't even be higher than they're at least above the 111.5 range would be what they would consider much more healthy, but it's going to be an ebb and flow, and as long as the U.S. economy continues to outperform, it's a problem for the euro in general, because their performance has been very weak growth-wise. So we look at oil in this case to recognize whether or not we've global issues as far as demand, and not the case. So as long as oil maintains this general range, likewise, good situation. And from a gold standpoint, there's no real pressure squeezing anything to the upside, not unless we get some kind of political instability growing, impeachment or whatever. We might see a spike relative to that, but for now we're just caught in this general range. And then when I go to here, this is what I get for 50K chart and 5K chart, and it's just annoying. But if I get them up, I'll post a chart and we'll be able to look at it from that standpoint. But as always, once I'm up, I will certainly put up any charts that I can that show it. But the other day was pretty clean. I made an adjustment on secondary chart, and that caused the whole thing to just go back into a reboot. And I've redone it 4 or 5 times. It's still not helped. Anyway, trade well. We'll talk again later.